Hey, Gens fans, and welcome to this Gens Weekly Recap. I'm your host and the voice of the Gens, Matt Sossler. The NAHL Gens had a two-game set versus Johnstown this past week. Let's take a look at how they did. In another back-and-forth battle, Johnstown got an early tally just seconds into the game, but the Gens were quick to respond when Jonathan Young deflected a shot from Zach Lindeworth 7:25 into the game to even the score. The Gens would take the lead just 8 minutes later when Bobby Metz got his first tally of the game. Johnstown would then score late in the period to make it even at 2 apiece. In the second period, each team scored once. Johnstown's Anthony Mastromonica got his second goal of the game just 5 minutes before Liam McCanny went top shelf to even the score again. In the third period, Collier Bankowskis scored shorthanded to give the Gens the lead. However, Johnstown would then even the score off of a deflection off of the end boards. And in overtime, Bobby Metz would score the game winner after snagging a loose puck and putting it over Johnstown goalie Connor Strobel's blocker to give the Gens their first victory on the season, 5-4. Here's how that game winner sounded.
Change for Johnstown as Bobby Metz looks to gain the zone. Bobby Metz looked for a shot, pass it up, he'll now gain the zone, shoot, he scores! Metz scores, and the Generals get their first win on the season off of the second Metz goal of the game. That is Generals hockey right there for you. The Generals mobbing Bobby Metz, who went short side on Strobel, and the Gens get their first win on the season over the Tomahawks.
Now I'll look at some of the arithmetic. Again, Bobby Metz, the hero of the game with 2 goals. Collier Bankowskis and Jonathan Young, each with a goal apiece. Liam McCanny, a lamplighter, and an assist. Dylan Schuett and Ricky Boyson, each picking up 2 assists. Zach Lindeworth with an assist, and Hugo Haas standing tall in between the pipes with 42 saves. The very next day, as Johnstown tried to avoid the sweep, they raced out to an early lead, going up 2-0, and would hold that lead in the second period. However, the Generals were able to tie the game following goals from Dylan Schuett and John Musella. Both goals were the first goals for each player on this season. However, Johnstown would take the lead late on a tally in the second period, and then in the third, it was all Tomahawks. They added 3 insurance goals to take the contest and splitting the series 6-2. A look at some arithmetic. Dylan Schuett finished with a goal. John Musella with a goal. Liam McCanny with an assist. Bobby Metz continues his point streak with an assist. Jonathan Young with an assist as well. And Joey Stanisi with 42 saves. The General special team stepped up as they killed 2 penalties. Joey Stanisi has made 30-plus saves in all of his starts this season. And Liam McCanny extended his point streak to 3 games. The NA3HL Generals were also in action this past week. They traveled on Friday to take on Bay State. After a scoreless first period, James Clark opened the scoring 5 minutes and 28 seconds into the second period. However, Bay State would respond quickly to even the score, but then the Gens had a strong response. They scored 9 seconds apart midway through the second frame with goals from Gabe Stoner and Sean Gorman to give the Gens a 3-1 lead heading into the third period. And in that frame, it was back and forth. Peyton Felix would give the Gens a 4-1 lead. However, Bay State not done yet. They would score 3 unanswered to tie the game before Nicholas Oborn notched the game winner for the Gens with just 17 seconds left in regulation to give the Generals a 5-4 victory. A look at some of the arithmetic. Nicholas Oborn, 1 goal, 1 assist. Peyton Felix, a lamplighter and an assist. Sean Gorman, Gabe Stoner, each with a goal apiece. Deacon Moore with 2 assists. Noah Marilli, Nick Racker, and Ben Pizzamenti, as well as Jacob Kaczynski, each picking up an assist. The Generals sit 2 points behind New Jersey in the NA3 East. The Generals lead the East Division in goals scored and in goal differential. They have also played less games to date than the rest of the division. Now a look to the week ahead. This weekend, the NAHL Generals will travel to Maine to take on the Nordiques. The Nordiques swept New Jersey this past weekend in a 3-game set. The NA3HL Gens will also be in action when they travel to New Jersey for a 3-game set this week. That is going to wrap up this edition of the Gens Weekly Recap. For everyone here at the Northeast Generals, I'm Matt Sossler. Thank you for tuning in to this Gens Weekly Recap.